Well, he's Jason.
He's Julian.
And we doing filmographies. It's the 33rd day of Pittsmas. So what we're doing now in this episode that we are very slowly starting.
They don't know that.
Jason's preoccupied.
We'll cut that out.
We're doing Ocean's 11.
Ocean's 11?
This was probably the first Brad Pitt movie I'd ever seen.
Can we do shots?
Yeah.
I would like to fire off so that I'm ready for a beer.
All right.
Tip top. Here we go, mate. What? Like an orange?
Oh, apropos. Black cherry.
Orange flavor.
So, Ocean's 11.
Yes.
From 2001.
Yep.
The year
of The Matrix.
The Matrix, yeah.
I saw this in the theater. Did you see this in the theater?
I'm assuming I did. But you know what? Boy, I can't remember going to movies in my teen years.
Why? The fuck's wrong with you?
Because I think at the time, if I went to movies, it was just because I was a teen and that's where you went to hang out sometimes.
Yeah, nothing better than staring at a screen and not talking to each other.
Mm-hmm. So there's a tagline for this film that I absolutely hate.
Ooh, exciting.
Because, for me, taglines need to be from the perspective of like a nebulous narrator, but sort of within the reality of the film.
This May, they're taking everything.
That's even better.
No, I know you hate it when they say the dates.
But I mean, that's even better. Okay. This is Hollywood's A-list stars come together to pull off the most daring heist Las Vegas has ever known. 11 men, 3 casinos, $150 million, one chance to pull it off. It's like what you say on NBC when it's going to air on a Sunday.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, maybe that is. It had an estimated budget of $85 million.
That's great. It's a beautiful movie. I didn't even bother saying to Jenny, we're watching it. She vaguely likes these movies, and we enjoyed it. I was like thinking, this is a Steven Soderbergh movie. See how stylish it looks? Mm-hmm. How amazing it looks? Mm-hmm. It's a Soderbergh. I didn't say it.
She knew. It was rumored, well, not rumored. It was mentioned that old Stevie Boy wanted to film this in black and white. And the studio said, okay, but you're going to make it for far less money then. And he said, oh, no, I don't want to do that. The Bellagio granted the crew full access to the hotel. They even allowed them to use actual footage from video cameras, apparently. Producer Jerry Weintraub was friends with former owner Steve Wynn. Steve Wynn's kid was kidnapped, by the way, in a plot to extort him for money.
Did you get him back?
Yeah, and the people that did it, they were busted trying to buy sports cars.
Did they get the ransom?
Back? They paid it.
No, they did pay it.
And then they tried to buy sports cars.
After they got rid of the kid and...
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And then there's a line in this movie where Andy Garcia goes to him, for the love of God, I don't want to find you getting busted trying to buy a sports car for $100,000. Don't make it so easy on me. It's a reference to the real life horrible incident. But Steve Wynn, he sold the Bellagio to Kirk Kerkorian before filming, but Weintraub was friends with him too.
What the fuck?
So they basically had a run of the place.
That's pretty cool. I was watching this and I was like, where did I stay? I was trying really hard to remember where I stayed. I had to
Hard
go
Rock?
through... No, why? Really? I'd say it's borderline insulting. Is that even a hotel anymore?
I don't know. It's there.
Mandalay Bay.
Oh, okay.
I'm classy.
I stayed at Aria. The entire cast worked for less than their usual salary
Salary?
to help bring down the budget.
Good.
Because at the time, Julia Roberts was getting $20 million a movie.
Uh-huh.
She was the highest paid female actor. She filmed most of her scenes barefoot.
Cool.
And all of her scenes in 2 weeks.
Is she best friends with Thomas Jane? Do they just walk around without shoes on?
Don Cheadle is uncredited in this film.
I wish that accent was uncredited. I hate that accent, man.
He actually did meet with some folk and tried to do it, and in hindsight regretted it. And he wanted to walk away from it in the subsequent follow-up films. But they were like, nah, I mean...
You're basher.
Well, so he wanted above the title billing.
Donnie Chead?
Along with George Clooney, Matt Damon, and Brad Pitt, and they said no.
Why would they give him that?
So when it was refused, he refused to be credited at all. He's not even on the IMDb.
Wow, that's some real dick swinging shit, because he wasn't hot shit back then.
No.
I love Donnie Cheads. I already said that, but I mean, like what? Hotel Rwanda comes out after this. That was, I feel like, the first big ping.
Cheadle is dope as fuck, but at this point he had been in Volcano, Boogie Nights, Bullworth, Out of Sight, Mission to Mars, and Traffic. I mean, there's way more, but that's about all you could maybe count to get him shared above the title billing with Pitt and Clooney, which is still straight crazy talk. Hotel Rwanda is 2004.
He's not a Brad Pitt, Julia Roberts, George Clooney.
No, although he does get above the title billing on 12 and 13. Danny Glover turned down the role of Frank Catton, Bernie Mac's character.
Okay.
Also to be in
Royal Tenenbaums?
Yes. Bill Murray was supposed to play a lounge singer.
Okay.
But the part was dropped because he actually was busy filming the Royal Tenenbaums.
Ocean's 11. Fresh from jail with a bone to pick, Danny Ocean, George Clooney, wastes little time getting the band back together in order to rob 3 casinos in Las Vegas, all owned or at least managed by Terry Benedict, Andy Garcia, the man who also is currently dating Danny's ex-wife, Tess, Julia Roberts. He wrote Julia Roberts. Danny's crack team includes expert confidence man Frank Catan, Bernie Mac, expert sleight of hand man Linus, Matt Damon, expert demolition and explosives man Basher, expert everyman / bickering idiots Virgil, Casey Affleck, and his brother Turk, Scott Kahn, expert tech nerd Livingston Dell, Eddie Jemison, expert Chinese acrobat Yen, Xiaobo Queen, expert old Jewish guy and financier Ruben Tishkoff, Elliot Gould, even older and even Jewisher mechanic Saul Bloom, Carl Reiner. He's dead right now, right?
Carl Reiner is dead as hell, bro. He died in 2020.
An expert hunk Rusty Ryan, Brett Pott. Can Danny and his crew pull off the heist of the century while simultaneously salvaging Danny's marriage while also not getting pinched, all while looking as cool as possible? Pay no attention to the fact that Ocean's gang includes himself, and as such, his gang should only be called Ocean's 10 when he can simply Ocean's 11.
Right?
That makes sense, yes?
You can't be the Ocean's 11.
You can't count yourself?
No.
People would
because Ocean owns it.
Yeah. People get mixed up and confused.
They get dumb.
Yeah, well, they is dumb.
So this movie, boy, got a real upright bass and flute heavy score. You know,
are we a jazz band now?
We are.
Let's go to the Dakota Jazz Club.
Press it. But so the movie starts. George Clooney's getting out of jail.
Yep.
He's on parole.
He's got a beard, right?
5 o'clock. Maybe it's 7 o'clock. In the trailer, there's a scene where he asks the parole board how much money they make. And somebody said, if you really did that, I mean, he would just be denied. So they cut it out of the final movie. So he goes, all right, I don't want to be a criminal anymore. This is actually how Ocean's 8 starts too. So Danny's granted parole, and he's got a tuxedo on because that's how he went into jail.
You call him Danny Gray?
Danny, no.
Okay.
I don't know at this point. And Brad Pitt's there to meet him, though. No, he's not.
Why are we drunk?
He just gets out. I don't know. I ate before I came. He just gets out and immediately goes to see Bernie Mac.
Ramon?
Hey, Frank.
Ramon?
My name is Ramon, sir.
It's my mistake.
No problem, sir.
Table's cold anyway.
You might want to try the lounge at the Caesars. It gets busy after 1 o'clock.
And he goes to meet him, and he goes, yeah, I'm fresh out of the jail, and I want to go rob some shit. Are you in? And he goes, yeah, you know. And so then he goes to get Brad Pitt.
Well, he's playing poker with the cool guys.
Well, yeah, but then he goes to the bar, and you can see George Clooney walk behind him. And then he goes back, and all of a sudden George Clooney's at the table, and they're playing poker, and the guy's like, oh, man, I got 6 ones.
Shane, you got 3 pairs.
Yeah.
You can't have 3 pairs. You can't have 6 cards in a 5-card game.
Josh.
Maybe one was
Look at me, I'm not the guy with
Fellas.
the cards that I was supposed to
All
Okay.
Reds.
Josh, you deal to the left. Sorry, I'll get it. I swear to God, I get it.
He's training them for
I think
for fun.
Topher is trying to learn for a role because he even says if you become incorporated, I can just pay you via a check and it's a tax write-off. So George is like, look, I'm going to rob these casinos. And he goes, oh, word, I'm in. And then they go to Saul because Saul's got to bankroll it. And somebody estimated that he put up $20 million, even though they don't actually say. So they go, I want to rob this casino. He goes, oh, you can't do it. 3 people tried. And it's like the weakest. These aren't heists.
There's just people grabbing money and running.
Yeah. And the last guy getting shot. And so he goes, just out of curiosity, who are you going to rob? Terry Blanchard or whatever.
Andy Garcia?
What the hell? What do you got against him? Whatever. All right, well, I'm in.
He's fucking my wife.
So then they're like, all right, we need a goose man and a, whatever.
A gargoyle. And we need a blood
So we
shot.
start meeting everybody. The brothers are racing. One's in a big monster truck. The other one's racing a small monster truck.
It's funny that they refer to them as the Mormons because that makes me immediately go, oh, they don't do drugs. They don't have sex before marriage. They commit crimes, but they don't really know what to do with themselves, so they're doing a bunch of dumb shit.
Originally, this is where Jason spent about 5 minutes discussing soaking and jump humping, and he decided to cut it, but you should look up soaking and jump humping.
And I think it's relatively fun, hilarious shenanigans that they get into. But you can't also help but to think somebody would be like, weren't you just room service? Especially when they're in the elevator and they change out of the room service gear into their whatever else gear.
Yeah, they left it in there.
Yeah. Somebody on the surveillance camera is going to be like, why is there room service in there?
Well, we got a real problem here.
Why are they changing into security?
We got a Black Hawk Down.
Isn't that the balloon man?
Remember when he runs over his brother's race car?
That's so foul.
It's so mean.
What a dick.
It's like, that's not what you're doing here. It wasn't a challenge of which car can destroy the other car.
Right.
It's
a
racing.
race. And it wasn't like the little car was winning even. So then we see Basher. He's trying to do a robbery heist in a bank, and they fucking didn't clip the alarm or whatever. And then Brad Pitt's just like, I'm going to free him.
It's kind of great when he sets off the charges and they all explode and then the giant canisters parts of the safe fall out.
Yeah,
I really liked it.
The lock cylinders.
There you go.
But then he gets, I'm Brad Pitt with the DEA. Let this prisoner into my custody. Go find Riggs. Who? Find him.
He's getting too old for this shit.
He's in a toilet somewhere.
There's a bomb.
And then he puts an explosive device into a car that explodes, and so he gets killed. And then they flee, and nobody seems to ever want to look for him again.
That's the plot for Ocean's 14.
Mm-hmm. It's based on the 14th Amendment. And, we see Bernie Mac, right? And we see all these motherfuckers, whatever. So the heist is basically they're going to put a Chinese guy in a box who's an acrobat, who's going to flip out and open up a door, and they're going to blow up the vault. But they're also going to take over the cameras. And Terry Benedict is also dating George Clooney's wife that Brad Pitt realizes, and he's upset about that. And they cut Danny out of the action, but really he's in on it, even though it looks like he's out of it. And he goes to Terry Benedict, and Terry Benedict puts a bolo out on him, even though that's what he wants. And he knows the guy who beats him up, so he's not beating him up, even though he's in there for like 3 hours.
He puts a red notice on him.
He does.
A burn notice,
Burn notice. Julia Roberts wants nothing to do with him because she's dating Terry because she thinks he's an adult, but he doesn't care about her really, although really the things he says is probably not real. Yeah, give up Tess and I'll give you the money. All right, do it. I mean, it's not like...
I don't know. I believe he probably does mean it, though.
I think he cares for her deeply.
Do you really think so?
Him and his Buena Vista Social Club. Yeah.
George Clooney's not really a winner in this. He abandoned her for years.
Yeah, I also don't find him that attractive.
Clooney?
Yeah.
That's not true. I remember when we lived together, I walked in on you several times masturbating to pictures of George Clooney from Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Yeah, but not from this movie.
Oh, that's fair.
So...
Okay.
Your hypothesis is false.
All right.
So, I mean, it's a pretty simple gig, and it seems deceptively simple.
Did you I feel like you hauled through about 1 hour of the movie just right now. You skipped ahead 1 hour.
What are you going to do? Talk about them hanging out?
No, good job.
I mean, so they go to do the heist, and Matt Damon almost gets fucked up, busted when they steal the device that blows something up.
Yeah, why did he feel the need to get out and investigate? Where are those guys? I'm just going to go ahead and head in there and look for them.
Just get out and stand next to the van.
Yeah, why even do that?
Because
he hates listening to Casey Affleck and Scott Conn.
Take your hand out like this. My hand's not in your hands. Am I touching you? Am I touching you? Your hand's right in front. I'm not touching you, so I'm not. I didn't touch you.
Go out for a walk. Get out of there. You don't got to break into the building and then they fucking look at your face. They got you on camera. Mm-hmm. They can get the fucking license plate of the van. It's ridiculous. Carl Reiner, he's playing a Russian. He needs to have a briefcase full of gems stored in the actual safe. And he also fakes a heart attack. And Brad Pitt comes in as a doctor.
Is that not the funniest part of the movie? Did somebody order a doctor? And he looks stupid.
Apparently that wig was just a test wig for the Austin Powers movie.
It's one of the... Honestly, I haven't laughed that hard a little bit here. It's been a couple of weeks. That was really funny.
Yeah. It was really funny.
He doesn't look handsome at all. He looks so fucking stupid.
Yeah, he looks like his character from Burn After Reading.
That's not what he looks like.
Just a real regular Joe
That's not what he looks like.
from the Midwest. So they do the crime, and George Clooney's plan is to also trick Terry Benedict into confessing his hate for Julia Roberts. And he also manipulates her into loving him. And they fucking pull off the heist. They get the money, and they go to watch fountains, and it ends. But George Clooney goes back to jail, and Brad Pitt comes to pick him up with Julia Roberts in the neck.
It's weird how quickly you zoomed past everything.
Like, well, what?
No, I know. You say that. Jason, what the fuck do you want me to say? I guess I like it when they pick up Clooney from jail. Mm-hmm. When Julia Roberts is waiting for him in the back seat. I'm like, oh, look, she's got that fucking smile, and it's effortless, and I believe she loves him, and they seem like a nice team. I also hate Andy Garcia, and I'm glad that you guys are fucking him over.
I like him, actually, in here. I like the character.
Okay.
Simple.
But he does mean things, like he'll just completely destroy you. Like
sure.
Carl Reiner, he ruined his, or no, Elliot Gould, he ruined his life for no reason. He hit a competing hotel.
That's business.
Casino. Yeah?
Everybody's friends in business? Get out of here. You screw everybody and their wives.
Why? Okay, also, here's a big thing that happened while me and Jenny were watching this. Don Cheadle goes in the sewer.
Yeah, he's covered in shit. Why?
Yeah, okay, that's my big question, Julian, because I'm 100% certain that the way sewers work is it's a tunnel with access to pipes.
Yeah.
There may be water in the sewer from leaking
waste.
pipes and storm overflow to make its way to wherever.
Yeah.
Not poop.
Not waste.
Now, as children, we all thought there was piss and shit floating down there and that sewers were disgusting. And they might be disgusting because there's not a lot of airflow and it's probably a little rotten down there.
And Ratma, all hail Ratma.
But there's not logs and you won't smell like poop or be covered in poop cream when you come out.
And we see him shimmying on a walkway. It's not like he's wading in it.
No, he's not crawling through an actual poop tube.
It's as if he just decided to smear poop on himself.
Also, what's up with he spots the people from the casino at like the control boxes down there?
Yeah.
Why is that in the sewer? Like, why does their
I don't know.
building go down so low that it has access to the sewer? They don't need to do that. Also, those seem like electronics. And if there's a crazy storm, that seems like it could maybe be a problem.
He's the tip of his hair deep in feces, we're led to believe. Mm-hmm. And yet, the power box for this casino is down there.
Yeah.
And he just walks up into the road, puts down some traffic cones in like leather. It looks like he just got done recording a Raw tribute and he just goes down there and nobody says anything.
Why are George Clooney and Matt Damon in those weird leather shirts?
I don't know. I said, is this battle gear? Is it bulletproof?
Is it like to stop sweat from coming out of you, but no way because it would come off your forehead?
No idea. It makes no sense. It's like a tight nylon or polyester.
It seems
shirt,
like a layer of leather.
and then there's leather on it, like battle gear.
Yeah.
Like they're going to go into the arena and fight, but the one just throws a spear at the other one and kills him immediately.
Julian, I think this movie is fantastic.
It's great. It's a nice hangout movie.
It's fun.
Yeah.
They don't really waste any time, unlike another movie we're going to talk about tonight that's unrelated to Brad Pitt. Mm-hmm. The mechanics of the actual robbery are pretty on point. That sewer shit's nonsense. But for the most point, like it all kind of feels like it adds up and it moves fast.
Here's the thing. It's a movie that has no stakes whatsoever.
Just all charm and smoothness.
They're just able to...
What if they killed half the cast at one point?
Well, wow.
That would have been crazy.
It would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Because all they needed was money. Mm-hmm. And
nobody's like dying
the right
or going to lose anything.
They're just able to just waltz into this casino and just do their thing.
I really like that nerdy guy.
Yeah, we didn't talk about him much.
What? I feel like he's been in stuff, but he didn't become a name from this.
No.
His name is Eddie Jemison. He has 82 on-screen credits. He was in that Thomas Jane Punisher movie.
And I think he's really good in this.
He's fine, yeah.
He's fine?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I think he's really good and I like him. He's got a real weird
What
energy.
scene stands out to you?
I mean, all of it. I like his nervous energy. I like it when he's yelling at the FBI guys. Mm-hmm. I like it when he's running from the guy at the hotel. Mm-hmm. And he's like, "Sir!" And he's like, "Oh, yeah, hey."
See, but that draws suspicion to him, and there's no payoff from that. The guy will be like, "Why are you walking away from me?"
No, he's just like, "Here's your thing."
Yeah, right.
That guy's stupid, though. That's why he gives him his thing back and is like, "Move along."
Nobody questions anything in this movie, and nothing matters.
Yeah.
Even more so in Ocean's 12. If my memory serves me, the heist is already pulled off before the movie even begins.
That's the one where Al Pacino's got a bunch of clones of himself?
I think so.
Is he in 12 or is he in 13?
Is he in any of them? I have no idea.
Oh, I thought Pacino was in one of them.
I know Andy Garcia comes back.
Does he? He's part of the team?
Yeah, because he wants them to rob another guy that he once robbed.
Was it Mel Brooks? No. Carl Reiner's nemesis? Just kidding.
It's The Rock, oddly enough. Dwayne Johnson.
Well, that's not true because he can't lose in anything he's in.
He wins. That's the weird thing. They all get killed.
Oh, fuck, yeah.
Summarily executed.
He kills them all with a hammer. It's a 40-minute sequence. It's terrible.
Yep, and then he kills Henry Cavill's career.
I think actually several times I was like, I'm scared.
You pussy. No way.
Well, because they were stressful situations. I mean, we all know it's going to work out, right? But I was also like, oh, fuck, this is a bad situation.
I crawled through all this shit, mate, and they got a thing, and we can't do the heist. Oh, wait, I have a solution. Yeah, so, I mean, look, it's a fun movie. It's lighthearted. It's full of A-list celebrities. Brad Pitt, what do you think of him?
Oh, I like Pitt in here.
We're at 63 minutes.
Yeah, there's quite a few moments where I like, well, good thing you skipped 90% of the movie after doing the trivia.
You can cut all that trivia out, too.
No, I mean, but that's the whole episode. I like Pitt in here, like when he's exhausted and just staring at the TV, and Clooney's like, 10 guys? We can do it with 10 guys? Mm-hmm. You thinking 11? We can do 11? Mm-hmm. All right, we're going to do 11.
I really don't like that scene at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's so transparent in hindsight.
You seem to be fighting the flow of this movie a little bit.
There's elements that I like.
You just feel manipulated. It's a slick ass cool movie.
I don't know. It's fine.
I mean, it's not my favorite movie, but I don't like the dismissive tone because I had a really good time with this.
It's a fine time. It's effortless. It's breezy.
This is the opposite of fucking Spy Game. This was a delight.
Well, Spy Game was trying to be something. This is
what?
Just like brain switch off, popcorn. 2 hours go by, you emerge. Oh, what? Where am I?
Is this the Bellagio?
Brad Pitt, though, what do you think of him?
I liked him. Are you asking me for a number?
I am. It's a nonchalant.
It's a slick ass 7. I'll give him a slick ass 7.
Okay.
I think he's relatively great in this.
Yeah, fine. I'll give him a 7 too.
Okay.
What? No real. It's hard. It's hard to say because each person is basically just themselves. It's like they just showed up to be themselves.
I don't think that's true.
And they're not really.
Don Cheadle's a British blower-upper.
You didn't know he's actually British?
I didn't know that.
In real life?
Man.
He's from Sussex.
That's crazy. He likes to roll around in shit
He
for no reason.
Yeah. It's how he has such a nice complexion.
He's the one who actually said if the milk turns out to be sour, ain't the pussy to drink it.
He did.
Wait. What do you gave Brad Pitt a 7? What do you give Matt Damon? Just in case.
I really liked his hat because it had a picture of his hat on it.
Okay.
It was almost like one of those never-ending mirror reflections. I didn't like him in that one scene where they were getting that bomb.
The EMP?
And I don't think it's an EMP, though.
Electromagnetic pulse that blows the circuit boards?
It's a something.
A basher?
It's a clicker or a flipper or a...
It's Wesley Snipes from Jungle Fever for real. It's a flipper?
Yeah.
Wow.
Gives the casino jungle fever.
Shit. They're in love with the other casinos?
Matt Damon, I guess I'll just give him a 6.
Really? I give him a 7. I liked him a lot in here.
Cool.
I liked it when he got yelled at by Elliot Gould. Told to get in there. What do you give the movie?
6.5.
I give it a 7. It doesn't sound like you wanted to give it a 6.5. You were talking mad shit. Sound like you had a fucking 5.8 coming.
It's one of those things like, the movie is so superfluous. It's just a reason to see good-looking Hollywood actors just chill.
But they did such a good job with that. I wish they made more movies like this.
They don't.
If they do, they're not good.
I feel like Lucky Logan was kind of an attempt at that, too.
I hate that movie.
I think it's fine.
I watched that movie thinking it would be really fun.
It's not fun.
I don't like it.
It's like that movie with Tom Hanks, The Bird Killers. The Lady Killers?
The Lady Killers is funny.
Not really. Really not at all.
Don't they all die one by one?
Probably.
I think that movie...
It's a little macabre.
I saw with Chaden and Ben at the cheap theater.
Yeah, the fake Julian.
And I laughed hard.
Yeah, you would.
Which one's the fake Julian?
Chaden. So that's that. You can find us on the internet under We Doing Filmographies.
Right. Hit up that link tree on Instagram. Linktr.ee/We Doing Filmographies.
You can call us at 763-634-1897.
Oh, shit. Wait, can I text you at 763-634-1897?
You can text us. You can also leave us a voicemail at 763-634-1897. And you can also rate us on Apple Podcast. And if you do that, you can suggest a film for us to watch.
One movie.
Yeah.
One movie.
Not a trilogy of movies and then another random movie.
Now, I would like to say that the headline of that says, I love these guys, which I appreciate that.
He wants to hear us, do his thing or whatever.
Okay. Did you also go to the nowplayingnetwork.net?
No, but you can. He's been Jason.
And I've been Jules.
And we are
brothers?
We're going to sleep now.
Good night.